Hello, my name is Nelson-Mercer, and this is my mini presentation for coastal engineering, and my presentation is going to be on the Kamaishi Breakwaters. The location of these Kamaishi Breakwaters are in Kamaishi Bay, which is in Japan. Here's a blown up picture of Japan so you can see where exactly that's at. Some important site conditions for Kamaishi Bay are that there are heavy storms and even tsunamis here, and one factor that doesn't have to be considered is actually sediment transport because as you can see in the zoomed in picture, there's not really any sediment to consider that would need to be dredged from these breakwaters. The Kamaishi Breakwaters are actually the world's deepest breakwater with a max depth of 63 meters. It was completed in 2009 and it took about 30 years for the entire construction and design to be finished. The total length of these three breakwaters is 1990 meters. The northern breakwater, as you can see, is up in the north with a length of 990 meters. The submerged breakwaters in between the north and south breakwater with a length of 330 meters. And the southern breakwater has a length of 670 meters. And the reason that the middle piece is submerged is so that boats can enter and exit the bay. This is a cross-sectional diagram of the northern emerged breakwater. Because this breakwater was built so deep, it was built with two main sections. The first part of this construction was the foundation base, which is a fairly typical rubble mound that you can see in this diagram. Then the second part of this breakwater are concrete caissons, which emerge from the breakwater, or from the water, sorry. This gives the seaside of the breakwater a freeboard of 4.5 meters relative to the low water level. Then another important component of this breakwater is the crest width, which is 16 meters. In 2011, the Kamaishi Breakwaters failed just 2 years after finishing construction. What caused this failure was a 9.0 magnitude earthquake, which is the largest recorded earthquake in Japan. This earthquake subsequently caused a tsunami that had waves up to 4.3 meters by the time it hit the Kamaishi Breakwaters. These breakwaters did not do much to stop the tsunamis and instead broke and were overtopped. Additionally, they even reflected some waves causing additional damage to the north. However, despite all these early failures at the breakwaters, Japan has decided that they are going to rebuild them at a cost of $650 million. To end off my presentation, I just want to take a minute to go over why I don't think it's actually worth reinvesting in these particular breakwaters. First off, they clearly failed their first test and potentially made things even worse. So the bay also already has natural protection from the land around it. And finally, I think the 650 million could be spent to find a better way to try and fight tsunamis, opposed to just putting a breakwater in that clearly did not work very well the first time. And with that, I'm concluding my presentation. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit about the Kamaishi Breakwaters, and these are also my references.